If your viewer has to pause and squint to see where your actual performance crosses the target line, you already lost them. In data storytelling, confusion is the enemy of buy-in. You don't want your boss asking questions about the chart format, you want them to ask questions about the wins. So forget about the standard messy overlay. In this video, I'm going to show you the visual technique to create a clean, distinct intersection between your target and actual lines. Let's get into it. I'm going to start this line chart with an introduction to the tables. We're going to pretend this is a microbrewery and they have an overall target of 700 barrels for the month. And the cumulative target is every day it's going to increase until they hit 700 here. So this is going to be the end target here. They have a daily production and this is going to be their cumulative production, right? 12 plus 5 is 17 here. And it keeps adding. And we're going to stop here at this point on the 18th. And of course, this video is about targets versus actual. And an easier way to see this table is to visualize it in a chart like this. So for example, we have our cumulative here, and we've got the instances where the production was under and where it's over. And there's more columns to show you to create this visual. And I'll unhide it. And you can see there's some additional columns to use to create this. And this is not as hard as it looks. So let's see how we do this. We're going to start partially fresh. I'm going to create a copy of the sheet. Press the Control key, left mouse click, drag it over here. It adds a copy of the sheet here. Delete this. And I'll delete this part. Right? And so we still have our target. We've got our cumulative target, which is 700, our monthly target divided by the count of the days. So this is 31. So in essence, this count, it just counts all these numbers, 7 divided by 31. And we're just going to add that to it. So we're going to add C2, which is this number, plus that count. So it's going to count. So these look like whole numbers, but they're decimals. And I can show you that they're decimals. If I spread it out here, they just rounded it up. But to make it easier, we're going to make this whole numbers. That's why you've got this there. Now our daily production, these are just numbers that I randomly put in there. And we need to do a cumulative production. So this is going to be this one equals D2. And it's going to do the same thing at this cumulative target. That plus the daily production, press enter, and I'm just going to copy that down now so it adds it all up. We're going to have to find the lower bounds and the upper bounds of two numbers. So give us the comparison of our actuals, which is our cumulative production, versus our target, which is the cumulative target. So this is going to be the minimum. This is the lower bound. Tab, we're going to select that one, E2, and C2. Press enter. Let's copy the formula down, drag it to copy the formula down, or double click it. The max will give us our upper bound. So that's going to be just the maximum of these two numbers. That one or the target, right? And I'm going to double click the fill handle here to copy the formula down. Whoops, I don't need to copy it all the way down there. Let's delete this so we don't need that. So now here, this is going to be our if statements. If I'm under target or if I'm over target. And I'm going to use an if statement. If our actual is less than our target and the maximum minus the minimum bound, right? If not, just make it blank. So that's going to be double quotes. Close parentheses, press enter. And it asks me to correct that formula because I've got two parentheses. Let's click no there. Click OK. Delete that parentheses there in front of the if. I didn't need that. All I need is one parentheses there, press enter, and it gives me 11. Let's drag it down here because we only need it down to 318. Filled it up. I filled it down to the 18th. If we had more data for the 19th, I fill it down to the 19th, etc. Now our over target is going to be the opposite. It's going to be if the actual, the production, is greater than the target, then still maximum minus the minimum bound, right? The upper minus the lower. And if it's false, double quotes, nothing. Close parentheses, press enter. It's nothing here because it's under target. Drag the fill handle down to March 18th, and we've got our data there. Well, now we have all our data that we need to create this chart. I'm going to click outside of the range here, and I'm going to build the chart and add in the series of data. Go to Insert. We're going to have the line chart. Click on that line chart. Let's move it over here. Make it a little bit bigger. And let's start to fill it out. I'm going to fill out the cumulative target first. Go to Select Data, add the series name. It's going to be my target here. What are my values? I'm going to have from March 1st to March 31st values. Click OK. And I've got my series data, but I need to add my x-axis data, my category data. Go to edit, and it's going to be the dates here. Click OK, click OK, and you can see I've got my line here. We still got more to do with this chart, but I just wanted you to see this chart. Go back to select data, and we're going to add in more things now. We need to add in our cumulative production. So click add our cumulative production, which is our actuals. And then my values go up to here. All right, click OK. And for the horizontal category axis, that's going to be the dates again. Select that, click OK, click OK. So now I've got my target and my actuals. So how do we make it where we fill this in? We've got to have my column data here. And we have to add in these columns, but put it in a different chart. And it's going to be a combination chart. So let's see how we do that. Go to select data, and we're going to add additional series. We just need to add 3 series. Click on add. The first one is our minimum. The values here. Click OK. Of course, we got to do the dates again. And select that. Click OK. And next, we're going to add in the under target. Click on add, series name, the values. We'll select all the way down here. Click OK. Put in the dates again. OK. And one more. We're going to do the over target. Series value. Going to be my values here. Click OK. And of course, the dates again. And click on this one. These range of dates. Click OK. And click OK. And it doesn't look like the right thing. It's because we didn't create a combination chart. So we're going to need to change our chart type. So I'm going to click on here, move this over, and click on combo down here. Let's make this a little bit longer here. And Excel has changed it around for us, but what we need to do is we need to have the targeted production still be a line chart. So not this cluster column. Let's make it, turn it back to the line, turn this back into the line. And for these other 3 that we just added there, they're going to be using the area chart here. I'm going to select this one. This is the stacked area chart. So it's stacked, meaning that it's going to stack all these data. So what that means then is the minimum, which is this value, is going to be the first stack. And then the under target is going to be the second stack, and the over target is going to be the third stack. So if you see, it's going to be stacked on top of each other. 12 at the bottom, 11 at the second, and 0 at the third. So that's how it's going to show it. So my under target, it's also going to be stacked, and the over target is going to be stacked. Click OK. And we have the colors here. We really don't need this green color here. We just need the colors here and here. So click on here, right click, format data series, and in our paint bucket for the fill, no fill. So there's no fill there. Now we can try to click in here and see if it selects the right thing, but a better way to do it is just when we're in that format data series, click the drop down here, and we want to go to the under target. I did select the under target, so that's the one that we want. We're going to change the color to that. Let's change the color for that into yellow. And you see it turn yellow. And let's go to the over target one. Select the drop down here, go to over target. It looks like magenta. Let's change it to green. Click on green. We've got that. Let's also change some other things. Let's change the line colors. Maybe I don't want this to be blue. Select on that. Hopefully that's the right one. Let's select that. Select my drop down cumulative target. Let's change the width a little bit smaller. We kind of want that little faint. And 1 point's enough. Let's change it to a dashed. And the color, let's change that to a little dark gray. See how that works out. Not bad. That's going to be our target. And our actual, that's the cumulative production. I think I like blue. We'll change it to blue here. Nice blue here. And let's not make it that thick. We don't need it that thick. Maybe 1.5. Close that. Let's get rid of these grid lines. So a lot of this is just formatting now. So instead of trying to figure out our under targets and over targets here, I've got a nice color chart here to visually show that. Also had that text there earlier. You saw that text here, cumulative target 700. We can add that in there. Select on that line. Select it one more time to get that last one there. Right click, add data label, and it shows 700. Let's bring in the plot area a little bit. And we want that to also show some text. Let's take the text from the title. Go back into my sheet here. Right click, go to format data labels. All right, let's click on series name. Oh, it's selected for everything. Control Z to undo that. Select it again. Make sure this changes. Or it's CL. Okay, so this is only for that series. I'm going to add series name. And now just adjust it. Click close that. Make this a little smaller. Move that over.
Let's make it a little bit bigger now. Made it a little bit bigger, and I've got my chart.
Now that you have the intersection looking crisp, the next step is to make sure the rest of your report matches the standard. A clean chart on a messy dashboard is like a tuxedo on a beach party. It doesn't fit. If you found this trick helpful, hit the like button so I know to make more content like this. And if you want to learn other Excel dashboard charts, click the playlist in the description below.